Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, I'll tell you what, pretty good day today, at least up until the part where I started to feel the squeamish, queasy, nasty stomach thing a little while ago, and so I ended up ending the stream a lot earlier than I wanted to. And so, to take my mind off of things, I looked up a movie. One that a lot of people have been talking about for quite a while, Gravity. And I gotta tell you, I wonder why everybody likes that movie so much, because it's crap. But seriously, the basic idea, the whole premise of this thing is that this big disaster is caused by the Russians blowing up a satellite of theirs, presumably some spy satellite they didn't want anybody to find or get a hold of or whatever. And debris from this hits other satellites and causes a chain reaction of exploding satellites and debris, making low Earth orbit a death trap. Because every 90 minutes there's a cloud of debris flying around the Earth at 20,000 miles an hour or some crap like that. Well, while it is conceivable that somebody might blow up a satellite and it would cause a bunch of debris that would pose a hazard, it is also conceivable that some of that debris might eventually collide with other satellites or spacecraft or what have you. It is conceivable. It is not likely. And then there was another thing too. This cloud of debris, they said, was going to be taking out all of the communication satellites. That it was in the process of taking out and destroying all of the communication satellites. That's crap. That's total, absolute, complete crap. Communication satellites are in geosynchronous orbit, 22,000 some miles above the Earth. Way higher above, much higher than where the space shuttle that they were in and the International Space Station that they weren't very far from is at. Those, the space station, the International Space Station, its orbit ranges from 300 to 450 miles above the Earth. Roughly about like that. Now, this means that communication satellites would be perfectly fine because they're way far above all of that stuff. Like 20,000 miles above. It's ridiculous. It's crap. And then there's that part where the both of them finally make it to the space station, or what's left of it. And there's this whole big crapola where they're having trouble grabbing onto it because they're approaching it too fast, which is unlikely as all get out, but okay, give them that. And there's a bunch of, there's a ship docked at it, a Soyuz, that is apparently there as an emergency escape pod, but it's not usable because its parachutes managed to deploy in the previous flailing of debris and whatnot. So there's great big giant parachutes out and shroud lines floating around the station. And as they approach, they manage to get caught. Sandra Bullock manages to get caught in that, and that's what stops the fall, the flyby or whatever that they're doing of the space station. She's hooked to Mel Gibson by a tether. And he's going, oh, you got to let me go so that you can survive, because you're not going to make it with me attached. That's crap. Because when they get to the end of these lines, and all of a sudden everything goes taut, you know what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. In a zero-G environment like that, what's going to happen, unless there is something providing thrust to them, they're going to get to the end of the tether, it's going to go taut, and they're going to bounce back to where it's attached. That's it. The whole thing is crap. The one and only saving grace of that entire movie was the shot at the end of Sandra Bullock wearing a tank top and shorts, skin tight and soaking wet. That was the only good part of the whole movie. And oh, by the way, the music track was too loud. it overrode dialogue to the point where you couldn't hear it half the time. When the music track swells up, you can't hear the dialogue. And me having little hearing difficulties, that really annoys the daylights out of me. So there you have it. Gravity, in a word, crap. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.
Here's the TinFoilChef.